All right. I want to briefly speak to us on true godliness. Godliness is one of the most important virtue anyone can develop on earth, to be godly. But you see, a lot of people have misinterpreted godliness to be what it is not. Some see godliness from their outward look. Some see godliness from how many scriptures you have been able to cram off head, that you can recite scriptures off head, or being involved in certain religious practices that we carry from time to time. These things are good, but they do not define true godliness. For a godly person ought to work on lifestyle, character, outward manifestation of lifestyle. It's what really defines godliness. Now, in the old days, before this time, there were men that served God, that were godly, but never had the Bible. Men like Abraham. The Bible talks about Enoch, who served God to the point that he pleased God, and God never wanted him to remain among mortals anymore. And the Bible says God took him. These men never had Bible. The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob never had the Bible, but they served God. They were godly. So godliness is actually beyond the scriptures you have off head or that you can recite. Godliness is beyond religious practices. Godliness is beyond your outward look. Of course, a godly person's outward look shouldn't be ridiculous, shouldn't be out of order. Yeah, you can't be godly and be looking like, let me not use words that will make others feel embarrassed, but godliness should reflect in look. But godliness is not proved or proven by outward looks. We have lots of people that criticize people because of the way they look, and certain ministries or churches criticize some other churches because they don't appear the way they appear. And I want to point out clearly that godliness has nothing to do with all of these things. Some set of believers say, as a believer or a Christian woman, you don't wear trousers or leave your hair uncovered. Why some others do not say this? They allow the women to put on trousers or leave their hairs uncovered. And the both sides are all believers. So, which one is right? The both of them are right. Because in reality, godliness has nothing to do with these things. If you want to talk about outward appearance, when you talk about godliness, then you talk about modesty. A godly person has to be moderate in everything, not to be outrageous in any way. So even in outward appearance, a godly person will come out not offensive, acceptable, good in look. So my point I'm trying to center on is on godliness. That godliness is actually much more of a lifestyle. It shows in your relationship, in the way you relate with people. You can't just see a person, maybe in picture, or you hear information about the person, and you never know the person, you never met the person in any way, and for reasons of what somebody said or for the photo you saw, you conclude that that person is not godly. Godliness shows in your relationship. It shows in your lifestyle, in your dealings with your fellow humans. That's where you can prove godliness. The Bible talks about fruit, that they will know them by their fruit. And that fruit is talking about character. It's talking about your day-to-day lifestyle, what you do on daily basis, how you live your life on daily basis, how you relate with people around your life. These are the fruit. So godliness shows more in what you do, like your attitude, your character, your ways of talking, the way you relate with others. That's why you prove godliness. Not in so many of the religious practices. Not because a woman is not putting on trousers or her hair is covered. These are not the proofs of godliness. You may do a lot of these religious practices or religious things and not be a good person in reality. There are businessmen, when you have transactions with them, they let you down, but they claim to be godly. So godliness is in your attitude. You will be able to prove that you are godly by the way you live from day to day, by the things you do, the things you accept in your life and the things you reject determines if you are godly or not. So let's not center more on judging other people. Try and look for the good that is in other people instead of looking for the bad that is in them. Look for the areas in people that you can encourage. Look for the area that you can say, well done in people, than looking for things to criticize, looking for reasons why you judge and condemn people. That's not part of godliness. Amen. Godliness is in the fruit that you bear in your life.